Success is an enigma to many. It's something that seems so elusive, so far out of reach for most people, yet for a select few it feels like second nature. For every person who manages to break through the barriers and achieve greatness, there are countless others who find themselves stuck, unable to move forward. It raises the question, why do some succeed while the majority don't? Why is it that only 2% of people seem to reach their full potential, while 98% remain trapped in their circumstances, struggling to move ahead? Understanding the difference between these two groups is key to unlocking the secrets of success. What makes the difference between the 2% who succeed and the 98% who don't? First and foremost, it's about mindset. Success doesn't come from external circumstances alone, nor does it rely entirely on talent, wealth, or opportunities. It begins within. The 2% possess an unwavering belief in their own abilities and their potential. They wake up every morning knowing they have the power to shape their future. They don't wait for circumstances to change or for the perfect opportunity to present itself. Instead, they create their own opportunities day by day, step by step. On the other hand, the 98% often fall victim to self-doubt. They let fear of failure, fear of judgment, and fear of the unknown control their actions. The idea of success seems too distant, too impossible to achieve. So they stay within their comfort zones, believing that their dreams are out of reach. This fear becomes their biggest obstacle, limiting their potential and preventing them from taking the necessary risks to achieve greatness. The 2%, however, recognize fear for what it is, a natural part of the journey. They don't let it paralyze them. Instead, they use it as fuel to push forward, knowing that the path to success is not a straight line, but a winding road full of challenges, failures, and setbacks. Another crucial factor that separates the successful from the unsuccessful is persistence. The 2% don't quit. No matter how many times they fail, no matter how many obstacles they encounter, they keep going. They understand that failure is not the end, but a stepping stone toward success. They view failure not as something to fear, but as a lesson to be learned. Each failure brings them closer to their goal. Each setback teaches them something valuable that they can use to improve their future actions. The 98% often quit when faced with failure. They let setbacks define them. They see a temporary defeat as a permanent roadblock. As soon as things get tough, they give up, often right before they were about to break through to the next level of success. It's not that the 98% are lazy or lack ambition. Many of them work hard and put in long hours. They may even have talent and intelligence, but they lack the resilience that the 2% possess. The 2% know that success isn't a sprint, it's a marathon. They understand that consistent effort over time is what leads to breakthroughs, not one-time bursts of energy. They embrace the grind, the daily discipline, and the small wins that eventually add up to something much larger. There's also a huge difference in how the 2% view challenges. While the 98% often see challenges as obstacles, the 2% see them as opportunities. They know that every challenge is an opportunity to grow, to improve, and to become stronger. When life throws a curveball their way, they don't retreat or complain. They adjust their approach and keep moving forward, adapting to the circumstances instead of being defeated by them. The 98% tend to view challenges as reasons to back down, to stop trying, to throw in the towel. They see difficulty as a sign that success isn't meant for them, when in reality, difficulty is a sign that they are on the right path. Discipline and focus also play a crucial role in the success of the 2%. The 2% don't allow distractions to derail them from their goals. They set their sights on what they want, and they relentlessly pursue it, blocking out the noise. They don't get distracted by the latest trends or by what others are doing. Their attention is laser focused on their objectives. They know that success requires sacrifice, and they are willing to make it. The 98% often get sidetracked, pulled in different directions by outside influences. They may start with enthusiasm, but soon find themselves drifting off course, chasing after things that don't align with their true goals. Their lack of discipline and focus keeps them from making real progress, and as a result, they don't achieve the success they desire. Another important factor is their willingness to learn. The 2% are lifelong students. They know that the road to success is never finished. There's always more to learn, always new skills to acquire, and always new ways to improve. They seek out knowledge and embrace growth, understanding that expertise doesn't come from resting on past accomplishments, but from constantly evolving. The 98%, on the other hand, often think they know enough or that they can't learn any more. They become complacent with where they are and stop pushing themselves to grow. The more you stop learning, the more you stop succeeding, because success requires you to evolve and adapt. And then there's the concept of taking ownership. The 2% take full responsibility for their lives and their results. They don't make excuses or blame others for their failures. They understand that their circumstances are largely a reflection of their own choices and actions. If something goes wrong, they look inward to see what they could have done differently. They take accountability for their mistakes and use them as lessons. The 98%, on the other hand, often point fingers and make excuses. They blame their upbringing, their environment, their lack of resources, or their bad luck. This external focus keeps them from seeing the power they have to change their situation. Until they take ownership of their lives, they will continue to be stuck in the cycle of blame and inaction. There's a level of commitment and sacrifice that the 2% embrace that the 98% often avoid. Success requires giving up something. Whether it's time, comfort, security, or immediate gratification, the 2% are willing to make sacrifices in the short term to achieve long-term success. They understand that true fulfillment and success don't come without effort and sacrifice. The 98%, however, are often more focused on what they can gain in the moment. They choose comfort over sacrifice, and because of this, they miss out on the long-term rewards that come from sustained effort and discipline. One of the most important characteristics of the 2% is their ability to manage their emotions. Success requires emotional intelligence, the ability to stay calm in the face of adversity and not let emotions control your decisions. The 2% are able to handle pressure, stress, and setbacks without being overwhelmed by them. They know how to keep their emotions in check and make decisions based on logic, reason, and their goals. The 98%, on the other hand, often let their emotions dictate their actions. When they're stressed or frustrated, they react impulsively, and this can lead to poor decisions that derail their progress. And perhaps most importantly, the 2% have a deep sense of purpose. They know why they do what they do. They have a clear vision of their life and their goals, and they are driven by a passion that transcends external rewards. Their purpose gives them the strength to persevere, even in the toughest of times. The 98% often lack this sense of purpose. They may have vague goals or desires, but they don't have a clear vision that drives them. Without purpose, it's easy to get distracted or discouraged. When times get tough, the 98% may lose their motivation because they don't have something that pulls them forward. Success is not about luck, talent, or being in the right place at the right time. It's about mindset, persistence, discipline, focus, responsibility, and purpose. It's about embracing challenges, learning from failure, and never giving up, no matter how tough the road may get. The 2% who succeed understand this, and it's this understanding that sets them apart from the 98% who don't. Success is not something that is reserved for the chosen few. It's something that anyone can achieve if they're willing to work for it, believe in themselves, and keep pushing forward, no matter the obstacles in their way. The foundation of success lies in having an unwavering belief in your abilities. Successful individuals focus on cultivating a positive mindset, overcoming self-doubt, and using fear as a driving force rather than a hindrance. They believe that their future is within their control and that their dreams are achievable no matter the circumstances. Success is not a straight path, but a journey filled with challenges, failures, and setbacks. The key to success lies in perseverance, the ability to keep moving forward in the face of adversity. Successful people don't give up after one failure. Instead, They view each setback as a lesson and a necessary step towards their goals. Achieving success requires sustained effort over time. The most successful individuals have the discipline to stay focused on their goals, even in the face of distractions. They are willing to make sacrifices in the short term to reap the rewards in the long term. This laser-like focus on what matters most is a distinguishing factor between those who succeed and those who don't. Taking full responsibility for one's actions, choices, and outcomes is crucial for success. Successful individuals do not blame external factors, but instead look inward to learn and grow from their experiences. They understand that their results are a direct reflection of their own decisions and efforts, and they take ownership of both their successes and their failures. Mindset and self-belief are the twin pillars that shape the foundation of all success. Everything begins with how we think and perceive our world. Our mindset shapes our attitudes, actions, and ultimately our results. Self-belief in particular is the driving force behind all achievements, the unseen engine that propels individuals to take actions others might shy away from. Without a strong mindset and belief in oneself, it becomes incredibly difficult to push through the inevitable challenges that arise in life and pursue greatness. A growth-oriented mindset is essential for those seeking to reach the pinnacle of success. This mindset thrives on the belief that abilities, intelligence, and talents are not fixed but can be developed through hard work, persistence, and learning. It's the belief that challenges are opportunities and obstacles are simply hurdles to overcome. People with this mindset embrace the idea that failure is not a reflection of their incapacity but rather an opportunity for growth and learning. They view setbacks as temporary, learn from them, and use them as stepping stones towards greater success. The opposite of this growth mindset is a fixed mindset, where individuals believe that their abilities are set in stone. Those with a fixed mindset often shy away from challenges because they fear failure, seeing it as a personal flaw rather than a part of the process. They are less likely to take risks or step outside of their comfort zones because they have a limited view of their capabilities. A fixed mindset leads to stagnation as people stay in their comfort zones, avoiding the very experiences that could help them grow. The difference between these two mindsets is the key reason why only a select few truly succeed. Those who adopt the growth mindset consistently achieve because they understand that success is not instant, nor is it easy. Self-belief goes hand in hand with mindset. It is the unwavering confidence in one's ability to succeed, to rise above adversity, and to trust in the process. Self-belief is not about being arrogant or overestimating one's abilities, but about having a deep-rooted conviction that no matter how difficult the journey may be, success is possible. People with strong self-belief are not immune to doubt, but they do not let it control them. They acknowledge that doubt exists, but choose not to let it dictate their actions. They trust in their capabilities, and most importantly, they believe they are worthy of success. A key aspect of developing self-belief is understanding that everyone starts somewhere. Many successful individuals didn't have the innate skills or talent to excel at what they do right from the start. They built their abilities through consistent effort, practice, and learning. At first, they likely encountered doubt, failure, and frustration. Yet they persevered because they believed in their ability to grow and improve. Every small victory along the way fueled their belief, and with each challenge they overcame, they became more confident in their capacity to achieve even bigger goals. The concept of self-belief is deeply connected to overcoming fear. Fear, in many forms, is the greatest obstacle to success. Fear of failure, fear of judgment, fear of the unknown. These fears have the power to stop people in their tracks. The 98% who do not succeed often fall prey to these fears, allowing them to dictate their decisions and limit their potential. They stay in safe, familiar territory because the thought of venturing into the unknown feels too overwhelming. Fear convinces them that they are not ready, not good enough, or not worthy of success. This cripples them from taking action and ultimately prevents them from realizing their full potential. The 2% who succeed, however, view fear differently. They don't ignore it or try to avoid it. Instead, they acknowledge it and face it head on. They understand that fear is a natural part of growth and success. Every time they step outside their comfort zone, fear is likely to appear. But they know that overcoming fear is what builds their confidence and strengthens their belief in themselves. They push through the fear, knowing that it's temporary, and that on the other side lies the opportunity for growth, achievement, and fulfillment. Self-belief also plays a crucial role in decision-making. Life is full of decisions, both big and small. The ability to make decisions quickly and confidently often separates the successful from the unsuccessful. Those who lack self-belief hesitate, second-guess themselves, and ultimately miss opportunities. They may procrastinate, overanalyze, and wonder if they are making the right decision, which keeps them stuck in indecision and prevents forward progress. On the other hand, individuals with strong self-belief are able to make decisions more effectively because they trust in their judgment. Even if the decision turns out to be wrong, they don't let it derail them. They learn from it and keep moving forward because they have faith in their ability to handle the consequences of their choices. An important aspect of mindset and self-belief is the willingness to take risks. Success is not a result of playing it safe, it comes from venturing into the unknown and taking calculated risks. Risk-taking is often viewed with fear and skepticism, but it's a necessary ingredient for success. Those who do not take risks miss out on opportunities, and without risk there is no reward. A person with a growth mindset understands this and is willing to step into uncertain situations, knowing that the potential for success outweighs the possibility of failure. They don't view risk as something to be avoided, but as an opportunity to grow, learn, and achieve something extraordinary. Self-belief is not something that develops overnight. It's a continual process that requires effort, practice, and at times, external reinforcement. It starts with the small, everyday actions we take. The more we take action and experience success, even in small ways, the stronger our belief in ourselves becomes. Setting and achieving small goals builds momentum, which in turn builds confidence. Each time we prove to ourselves that we are capable of success, we reinforce our self-belief. This is why it is so important to take action no matter how small, because it begins the process of building confidence and self-belief. However, self-belief does not mean working in isolation. It's essential to surround ourselves with individuals who believe in us and support our growth. The people we spend the most time with have a significant impact on our mindset and self-belief. Positive, supportive people lift us up and encourage us to strive for greatness. Negative, critical individuals, on the other hand, can undermine our confidence and keep us from reaching our full potential. It's important to seek out relationships that foster growth and to distance ourselves from those who drain our belief in ourselves. The power of a strong, supportive community cannot be overstated when it comes to building and maintaining self-belief. Alongside external support, self-belief requires internal reinforcement. It involves consistently reminding ourselves of our strengths, accomplishments, and the unique qualities that make us capable of success. The thoughts we feed ourselves each day shape our beliefs. If we constantly think negatively or doubt our potential, we reinforce the belief that we are not good enough. But if we choose to focus on our strengths and the progress we've made, we solidify our self-belief and lay the foundation for further success. To truly succeed, we must believe in our ability to overcome obstacles. Life is full of difficulties, and no one is exempt from challenges. However, the way we perceive and respond to those challenges determines our success. People who lack self-belief often see obstacles as insurmountable roadblocks. They see challenges as reasons to give up, as signs that they are not cut out for success. Those with strong self-belief, on the other hand, see obstacles as temporary, surmountable challenges. They believe that with effort, creativity, and persistence, they can navigate any obstacle and reach their goals. This belief fuels their determination and resilience, allowing them to keep pushing forward when others would quit. Mindset and self-belief are also essential for handling criticism and rejection. No one is immune to criticism, and rejection is a natural part of the journey toward success. People with a strong mindset don't take rejection personally. They understand that rejection is not a reflection of their worth or abilities, but simply an indication that the current approach may not be the right one. They don't let criticism tear them down. Instead, they use it constructively to improve and grow. Self-belief allows them to maintain confidence in their own worth, regardless of external opinions. Ultimately, mindset and self-belief are the keys that unlock the door to success. Without a strong, growth-oriented mindset and an unshakable belief in oneself, success is nearly impossible. It's not about avoiding fear or setbacks, but about how we respond to them. The ability to believe in our potential, to keep going when the road gets tough, and to trust in our own capacity to achieve greatness, this is what separates those who succeed from those who don't. Mindset and self-belief are not just about thinking positively, they are about taking action, persevering in the face of adversity, and having the courage to believe in the impossible. Persistence and resilience are the cornerstones of success, particularly in a world that is constantly evolving, filled with challenges, setbacks, and uncertainties. These two qualities are what separate those who achieve their goals from those who give up along the way. Persistence is the ability to keep moving forward in the face of difficulties, while resilience is the strength to bounce back after experiencing adversity. Together, they form a powerful combination that allows individuals to stay focused on their path and push through obstacles, no matter how difficult the journey may be. Without persistence and resilience, success becomes an elusive goal, something that remains out of reach for most people. To understand the true power of persistence and resilience, it's important to first recognize that success is rarely a smooth ride. The road to achievement is often rocky and full of obstacles that may seem insurmountable at times. In fact, it's not the presence of setbacks that determines success, but how individuals respond to those setbacks. Many people face challenges, but only those who exhibit persistence and resilience are able to continue despite them. The ability to keep going when things are tough is what ultimately leads to breakthroughs and successes. Persistence, in its most basic form, is the act of continuing despite difficulties. It's the determination to push forward even when there is no immediate reward or recognition. Those who are persistent are willing to keep working, to keep trying, and to keep improving even when progress feels slow or non-existent. They understand that success is often a marathon, not a sprint, and that results take time. Persistence is not just about working harder, it's about staying committed, even when things aren't going well. It's the inner resolve that says, I won't give up no matter how hard this gets. The importance of persistence cannot be overstated. When faced with an obstacle, most people have two choices. They can either give up or keep going. Giving up feels easier in the moment, especially when success seems distant or impossible. But those who choose persistence are the ones who eventually find their way through the difficulties. Persistence is the ingredient that turns dreams into reality, as it enables individuals to stay focused on their goals despite the numerous challenges that may arise. It's not about being immune to failure, but about having the courage to keep going despite it. Resilience complements persistence by providing the strength needed to recover from setbacks. Life is full of unexpected events that can throw us off course. Whether it's a personal failure, an external challenge, or a crisis that forces us to reevaluate everything, resilience is what helps us bounce back. Resilient individuals don't let setbacks define them. They understand that failure is a natural part of growth, and that it's not the end of the journey, but a necessary part of the process. Resilience is about embracing failure as a lesson, not a defeat. It's about finding the strength to rise again after each fall, to learn from mistakes, and to come back stronger than before. The concept of resilience is often misunderstood. Many people believe that resilient individuals never feel the impact of failure. But in reality, resilience is not about avoiding emotional pain or disappointment. It's about how we handle that pain. Resilient people feel hurt, frustrated, or even devastated by failure, but they don't allow those emotions to keep them down for long. They acknowledge their feelings, process them, and then move forward with renewed strength. Resilience isn't about pretending everything is fine. It's about having the courage to face the challenges head on and keep going, even when the going gets tough. Both persistence and resilience require mental and emotional strength. They are cultivated over time through experience, practice, and often by facing hardships. It's easy to talk about persistence and resilience, but it's much harder to embody them, especially when faced with significant obstacles. Life has a way of testing our resolve, and there are moments when giving up seems like the easiest option. But it's precisely in those moments that persistence and resilience are most important. They provide the strength needed to push through and find a way forward, even when it seems impossible. One of the most significant challenges individuals face is the tendency to seek immediate results. In today's world of instant gratification, it's easy to feel discouraged when success doesn't come quickly. But persistence teaches that great achievements take time. The best things in life rarely come easily. The process of achieving meaningful goals requires patience, commitment, and above all, persistence. Without persistence, people often give up too soon, not realizing that they were so close to achieving their goals. The story of Thomas Edison and his invention of the light bulb is a classic example of persistence. Edison failed thousands of times before he succeeded, but he never gave up. Instead, he viewed each failure as a lesson, saying, "I have not failed. I've just found 10,000 ways that won't work." His persistence led to one of the most important inventions in history, proving that success often comes after countless failures. Resilience also plays a critical role in overcoming obstacles that seem insurmountable. It's easy to feel defeated when facing an unexpected setback. When life throws a curveball, it can feel as though everything is falling apart. Resilience is what enables us to stay grounded and keep moving forward, even when the future is uncertain. Resilient people are not immune to doubt or fear, but they don't let those feelings control their actions. They understand that setbacks are part of the process, and they keep their eyes on the end goal, no matter how many times they are knocked down. The connection between persistence and resilience is undeniable. Without persistence, it would be difficult to stay motivated in the face of adversity, and without resilience, it would be hard to keep going when the journey gets tough. Together, they create a mindset that doesn't just strive for success, but learns from failure, adapts to challenges, and finds ways to grow stronger with every setback. In the world of success, persistence and resilience are not optional traits, they are essential. No one achieves greatness without facing challenges along the way. What sets the successful apart from those who don't make it is the ability to keep going when others stop. It's about continuing to push forward when the road is long, the obstacles are great, and the results are not immediately visible. It's about believing that the effort is worth it, even when the finish line seems distant. The reality is that everyone faces adversity. Success is not about avoiding failure, but about how we respond to it. The difference between those who succeed and those who don't is their ability to persist through difficulties and bounce back from setbacks. Persistence allows individuals to keep their focus on their goals even when the world seems to be conspiring against them. Resilience enables them to recover from failure, learn from their mistakes, and emerge stronger. Ultimately, persistence and resilience are the qualities that allow individuals to transform their dreams into reality. They are the mental and emotional tools that give us the power to keep going when the road gets tough. And they are what separate those who make it from those who don't. Achieving success is never a smooth journey, but with persistence and resilience, the obstacles along the way become opportunities for growth, learning, and eventual success. These qualities are not just about surviving difficult times, they are about thriving despite them. When persistence and resilience are combined, they create a mindset that can overcome any challenge, leading to the ultimate achievement of long-term goals and success. Focus, discipline, and sacrifice are often considered the bedrock of success. They are the elements that enable individuals to stay on course, achieve their dreams, and conquer the challenges life throws at them. Without these qualities, even the most talented individuals may find themselves adrift, unable to realize their potential. While many people dream of success, it is the few who possess an unwavering focus, maintain discipline in their actions, and are willing to make sacrifices along the way that truly succeed. These principles are not merely tools for achieving personal goals, but are essential attitudes that shape the way individuals approach life's obstacles. Focus is arguably the most important component of success. In today's fast-paced world, distractions are everywhere. From social media to the constant demands of work and personal life, it can be incredibly challenging to keep one's attention on the goals that matter most. Focus is the ability to narrow one's attention to what is truly important, ignoring the noise and the countless distractions that may arise. It is not enough to simply know what you want, you must be able to concentrate your mental and emotional energy on achieving it. Focus requires an intentional effort to filter out the irrelevant and direct your energy toward the tasks that will bring you closer to your desired outcomes. A focused individual can prioritize effectively, organizing their time and efforts toward the things that matter most. They resist the urge to multitask, understanding that splitting attention often leads to poor results. Instead, they tackle one task at a time, giving it their full attention and effort. This approach not only increases productivity but also improves the quality of the work being done. Successful individuals are able to put aside short-term pleasures or distractions and focus on long-term goals, which is why they are able to push through the moments when others falter. Discipline is the inner strength that enables an individual to stay on track even when they don't feel like it. It is the consistent effort and self-control required to keep moving forward, even when motivation wanes or when obstacles seem overwhelming. Discipline is not something that can be developed overnight. It is built over time through practice, routine, and commitment. Those who are disciplined have the ability to resist the temptation of instant gratification and choose actions that serve their long-term goals instead. They are able to create habits that reinforce their pursuit of success, consistently showing up even on days when they lack enthusiasm or energy. Discipline is closely tied to consistency. Consistent action, even in small doses, accumulates over time and leads to significant progress. This is especially important when pursuing long-term goals that may not yield immediate results. It's easy to get discouraged when the outcomes aren't visible, but discipline keeps individuals moving forward, regardless of external validation. The process of discipline is about developing the mental fortitude to do what needs to be done, even when it is difficult or uncomfortable. Successful individuals recognize that success is not a result of occasional bursts of effort, but of the daily, consistent actions that move them closer to their goals. Sacrifice, perhaps the most difficult of the three, is an often overlooked component of success. The idea of giving up something valuable, whether it's time, comfort, or opportunities, can be daunting. However, sacrifice is an inevitable part of the journey to success. No one can achieve their dreams without giving up something along the way. Whether it's forgoing short-term pleasures, making financial sacrifices, or putting in long hours of work at the expense of personal time, sacrifice is a necessary part of achieving something truly remarkable. It requires a deep understanding that the things we give up today will lead to a greater reward in the future. Sacrifice does not necessarily mean deprivation or suffering. It is about making conscious choices, often in alignment with our higher goals, that ensure we stay on the right path. For example, an athlete may sacrifice their weekends in order to train or compete, or a student may forgo a night out with friends to study for an important exam. These sacrifices are not about denying oneself the enjoyment of life, they are about prioritizing what matters most. The rewards that come from sacrifice are often far greater than the immediate comforts that are relinquished. When individuals are able to make these sacrifices, they demonstrate a level of commitment and understanding that separates them from those who are unwilling to put in the work. It's important to recognize that success is rarely achieved without discomfort. The most significant achievements require a willingness to step outside of one's comfort zone and embrace the discomfort that comes with growth. Whether it's waking up early to work on a business, choosing to stay disciplined and focused on a long-term goal, or giving up the pleasure of a night off to continue pursuing one's dream, sacrifice is an essential ingredient for success. Successful individuals are able to see beyond the temporary discomfort and focus on the bigger picture. They understand that the sacrifices they make now will pay off in the long term, contributing to a deeper sense of fulfillment and achievement. Together, focus, discipline, and sacrifice create a powerful framework for success. These three elements work in tandem to help individuals stay on course and achieve their goals. Focus provides the clarity necessary to prioritize and direct energy toward what truly matters. Discipline ensures that individuals continue to make progress even when the initial excitement fades. Sacrifice ensures that they are willing to give up the temporary pleasures that might distract them from their ultimate purpose. But the road to success is not easy, and there will be moments when these qualities are tested. There will be times when distractions seem too enticing, when motivation dips, or when the weight of sacrifice feels too heavy. In these moments, it is important to remember the bigger picture. The ultimate goal, whether it's building a career, achieving financial independence, or pursuing a personal dream, will always require sustained effort and commitment. Focus, discipline, and sacrifice are the tools that make this journey possible, but they are not always easy to maintain. The most successful individuals understand that the path to success is not linear. There will be setbacks, challenges, and moments of doubt. But with focus, discipline, and sacrifice, these challenges can be turned into opportunities for growth. A person who maintains focus will stay centered on their goal, even in the midst of difficulty. Someone who is disciplined will continue to put in the work, even when it seems as though the rewards are far off. And a person who is willing to make sacrifices will prioritize what matters most, understanding that the sacrifices made today will lead to success in the future. These qualities are not just reserved for those who seek monumental achievements, they apply to all areas of life. Whether someone is trying to improve their health, start a business, or become a better parent, focus, discipline, and sacrifice are necessary elements for making lasting changes. These qualities are universal in their applicability, and they empower individuals to take control of their lives and shape their futures. In our world today, where distractions are abundant and immediate gratification is often sought, developing focus, discipline, and sacrifice is more important than ever. Success is not about luck or talent alone, it is about a consistent and unwavering commitment to one's goals. Focus ensures that individuals stay aligned with their purpose, discipline guarantees that they will continue to take action toward their dreams, and sacrifice ensures that they are willing to make the necessary trade-offs to achieve something meaningful. These three principles, when fully embraced, have the power to transform lives. They create a framework for success that is built on hard work, dedication, and a willingness to put in the effort required to achieve greatness. The combination of focus, discipline, and sacrifice allows individuals to overcome obstacles, reach their potential, and experience the rewards of long-term achievement. In a world where the pursuit of success can often feel like an uphill battle, these qualities provide the strength and resilience needed to stay on track, remain committed, and ultimately reach the summit of success. Ownership and accountability are fundamental principles for personal and professional success. These qualities go hand in hand, forming a solid foundation for individuals who seek to lead, grow, and achieve their goals. Ownership means taking full responsibility for one's actions, decisions, and outcomes, whether they are good or bad. Accountability, on the other hand, involves being answerable to others for the results of those actions and decisions. Together, these two principles empower individuals to take control of their lives, make sound decisions, and achieve a sense of accomplishment that is both meaningful and rewarding. Without ownership and accountability, one risks living in a state of perpetual blame, denial, or excuses, never fully embracing the opportunity to learn, grow, and reach one's true potential. To understand the significance of ownership and accountability, it's important to first recognize the difference between them. Ownership is about internalizing responsibility. It is about accepting the consequences of your actions and acknowledging that your decisions shape the outcomes in your life. It's about saying, I am in charge of my life, my choices, and my actions. Ownership is deeply personal. It requires a shift in mindset where one stops blaming external factors and instead looks inward to understand how their own behavior or decisions contributed to their situation. This is not about self-criticism or guilt, but rather about taking control of the narrative. When individuals embrace ownership, they stop waiting for others to change their circumstances and start taking the necessary steps to improve their situation themselves. On the other hand, accountability involves a sense of external responsibility. It's about being answerable to others for your actions, decisions, and results. While ownership is internal, accountability is about ensuring that your behavior aligns with the expectations and standards set by yourself or society. Accountability means that, in addition to taking responsibility for your actions, you are also committed to delivering on your promises, meeting deadlines, and achieving the results you set out to accomplish. In the professional world, accountability ensures that teams work efficiently, maintain high standards, and follow through on their commitments. On a personal level, it helps individuals stay true to their goals and commitments, knowing that others are counting on them to follow through. Ownership and accountability are essential for growth and progress. Without taking ownership, individuals will always remain passive participants in their own lives, waiting for circumstances to change or others to intervene. However, those who take ownership are actively engaged in their journey, making intentional decisions, taking risks, and learning from the results, whether positive or negative. This active participation in one's own life is crucial for long-term success. When people take ownership, they see setbacks as learning opportunities rather than as roadblocks. They are not afraid to make mistakes because they understand that failure is a part of the process. They view challenges as stepping stones, each one offering a lesson that will help them move closer to their goals. Accountability reinforces this sense of responsibility by creating a structure within which individuals can be measured and held to their commitments. While ownership is about taking control and being responsible for one's actions, accountability ensures that this responsibility is not just theoretical but practical. It's one thing to say that you are responsible for your actions, but it's another to hold yourself accountable to others. This is where accountability becomes a critical element of personal and professional development. When individuals know that they are answerable to someone else, whether it be a colleague, a mentor, or a boss, they are more likely to follow through with their commitments, meet deadlines, and perform at their best. In a team setting, accountability helps ensure that everyone is pulling their weight and contributing to the collective effort. If one person drops the ball or fails to meet their responsibilities, the entire team can be impacted. By establishing clear lines of accountability, teams can work more effectively, knowing that everyone is responsible for their part. Accountability, therefore, strengthens collaboration and fosters trust within teams. When team members are accountable to one another, they are more likely to support each other, share resources, and work toward a common goal. It creates an environment of mutual respect where everyone understands their role and the impact their work has on others. In the workplace, ownership and accountability are key to building a culture of trust and high performance. Employees who take ownership of their work are more likely to be proactive, take initiative, and seek ways to improve. They do not wait for someone else to tell them what to do. Instead, they take responsibility for finding solutions and driving results. In contrast, individuals who lack ownership may pass the blame when things go wrong, resist feedback, or fail to take responsibility for their mistakes. This lack of ownership creates a toxic environment where excuses replace solutions and progress is hindered. In contrast, a culture that promotes ownership encourages employees to take risks, innovate, and learn from failure. It fosters an environment where growth is encouraged and the pursuit of excellence is the norm. Accountability is equally important in this context because it ensures that performance is continuously measured and improved. When individuals know they are accountable for their results, they are more likely to put forth their best effort. They understand that their contributions matter, and they take pride in delivering quality work. In the workplace, accountability helps ensure that objectives are met, goals are achieved, and projects are completed on time. It also encourages individuals to stay aligned with the company's mission and values, making sure that their work reflects the organization's overall purpose. Without accountability, employees may become disengaged, leading to a decline in motivation, productivity, and job satisfaction. On a personal level, ownership and accountability are equally powerful. The ability to take ownership of one's life is empowering. It shifts the focus from external circumstances to personal agency. It means understanding that, while life may not always be easy, we always have the power to make choices and take actions that will shape our future. Those who take ownership of their lives recognize that they are responsible for their happiness, their success, and their well-being. They do not wait for someone else to change their situation or make things better for them. They take proactive steps to improve themselves, whether that means working harder, learning new skills, or making difficult decisions that will pay off in the long run. Similarly, personal accountability is crucial for achieving personal goals. When individuals hold themselves accountable, they are more likely to stay focused on their objectives and make the necessary sacrifices to achieve them. Accountability helps individuals maintain discipline and stay committed to their personal growth. It ensures that they stay on track, even when distractions arise or motivation wanes. It encourages them to be honest with themselves about their progress and to acknowledge when they fall short of their goals. This honesty creates an environment for self-improvement, where individuals can continuously evaluate their actions, learn from their mistakes, and strive to do better. One of the greatest challenges individuals face is accepting responsibility for their failures and mistakes. Many people are quick to blame others or external factors when things don't go as planned. However, true ownership requires individuals to look within themselves and ask, what could I have done differently? This level of self-awareness is crucial for growth and development. It is only by taking full responsibility for both our successes and our failures that we can learn, adapt, and continue to move forward. Accountability ensures that we stay committed to this process of self-reflection and improvement. By acknowledging our mistakes, we can identify areas for growth, make the necessary adjustments, and continue to make progress toward our goals. In the end, ownership and accountability are essential for achieving lasting success. These qualities are not just about taking responsibility for outcomes, but about creating a mindset that embraces personal responsibility and growth. They encourage individuals to take charge of their lives, make decisions that align with their values and goals, and hold themselves accountable for their actions. This level of self-awareness, responsibility, and commitment is what sets successful individuals apart from those who are stuck in a cycle of blame and excuses. Ownership and accountability create a sense of empowerment and control, enabling individuals to overcome obstacles, learn from mistakes, and ultimately reach their full potential. Success is not just about achieving external results, it is about cultivating the internal qualities that allow us to take charge of our lives and consistently work toward our highest aspirations. When individuals embrace ownership and accountability, they create a life of purpose, fulfillment, and achievement.